Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome along to Towcester Racecourse. We now have just 10 minutes left of betting on today's first race. 10 minutes only left of betting on our opener. One alteration to tell you about on today's card comes in race number 6, where trap 4 header on Stubby has been withdrawn. Reserve Greyhound Sports Pundit runs. That's race 6, trap 4 runs the Reserve Greyhound Sports Pundit. Full form of Sports Pundit can be found at the rear of your race card. Just one change to this morning's card then. Good luck with all your selections here at Towcester Racecourse today. The full betting show for the opener is now up on screen. The Greyhounds running in race 1 are now on parade. On parade for the bet each way. 1, 2, 3 on the 8-dog racing stakes. The runners up on screen now. In trap 1 we have Dunham Sorrento, owner Mr D Houghton, trainer Jane Houghton. 2 is Millicent Magic for owner Mrs C Allen and trainer Matt Dartnell. In 3 is Bravo Delta for owner Mr Coyle, trainer Kevin Hutton. 4 is Wilfred for Mr Richardson and trainer Steve Rayner. 5 is Merlin's Pedro for owner and trainer Hazel Kemp. 6 is Bally Black Bolt for owner and trainer Richard Yates. In 7 is the Cockney Rebel for this time next year Syndicate and trainer Jean Lyles. And 8 is Kusith Pian for owner Mr R McDonald and trainer Matt Dartnell. Greyhounds now approaching the starting traps for race number 1. We now have just 3 minutes to the off, 3 minutes only. Full betting show up on screen now. You can see the current favourite is the 8-dog Kusith Pian, a 7-2 chance. Greyhounds making their way down towards the starting traps then for the opener of the bet each way 1, 2, 3 on the 8-dog racing stakes. There's trap 7 up on screen, Cockney Rebel. Recent recruit to the Jean Lyles range, having switched from trainer Mark Wallace. Ran last time out on the 29th of April in the yellow and black here. You can see on screen, paced up pretty nicely. Bit of a bump in the first bend involving the 1-dog as well. But got a pitch down the far side and has run on well enough in the end to finish second behind a runaway winner, Always Eager, in a decent clock of 28.95. So posted 28.95 despite that first bend bump. And Cockney Rebel changed trainers since to the Jean Lyles range. Might well prove a bit of value here. Certainly got a nice turn of early speed as Cockney Rebel would hope to be away and gone. Currently a 4-1 chance. Second favourite behind the 8-dog Kusith Pian at 7-2. The Greyhounds are now being placed into the starting traps of race 1. We're going in for the bet each way 1, 2, 3 on the 8-dog racing stakes, loading up for this A6 grade contest. All loaded then for race 1. There's Gemma, our starter this morning. She's waved a flag. That means one thing, that the hare's running. Bunny's on the spin for race number 1. A6 the grade. It's the bet each way. 1, 2, 3 on the 8-dog racing stakes. Stand by. Gates lift and away we go. Slow start from the 8 dog. Up front is Trap 3. Out like a rocket. Bravo. Delta leads round for Kevin Hutton. 3 from 6 and 7. Then comes 5, 4, 1, 2 and 5. Off the second bend they fly now though. Still the 3 dog. Bravo. Delta that leads. Got 7 for company up the inside though. Cockney Rebel. 6 still handy as well. We need binoculars for the rest. Approaching the final corner though. It's 3 taken on now by 7. 7's going to lead them off this final corner. Cockney Rebel for Gene Lyles. Goes a bit wide. Opens the door for 6 and 8 to challenge now off the final corner. It's 7 from 3. 1 flying up the inside as well. 8 on the outer. Photograph 8 and 1 in the end. Kusith Pian, Dunham Sorrento involved. We'll leave it to the judge. Confirmation result race 1. First was trap 8, Kusith Pian for owner Mr. Al McDonald and trainer Matt Dartnell. Second trap 1, Dunham Sorrento. Third trap 7, Cockney Rebel. Result 8, 1 and 7, 8, 1, 7. Winning time 29.26, 29.26 the winning time for the 8 dog, Kusith Pian. Replay on screen now then of the opener. It was the bet each way, 1, 2, 3 on the 8 dog racing stakes. A dream start from the 3 dog, Bravo Delta. Led them all a merry dance early doors. Meanwhile, the eventual winner, Kusith Pian, didn't break at all well, not even in shot into this third corner, but has stayed on brilliantly on the outside as Kusith Pian just comes into screen now and was flying on the outside. In fact, came between dogs, but forced a switch to the outside off that final corner. Flying on the run for home. And has gone on to score by about a neck in the end from 1 back in second, who also stayed on pretty well. Early bird Cockney Rebel back in third. So 8-1-7 it was then in the opener. Kusith Pian stopping the clock in a time of 29.26. The full order of finish for race 1 was 8-1-7-2-3-6-5-4. 8-1-7-2-3-6-5-4. Distance is half a length, a neck, 3/4 of a length, 1 1/4, half a length, a head and 3. Winner's time 29.26, 29.26. Greyhounds running race 2 now on parade for the bet with Bet 365 stakes. Runners as follows. Trap 1 is Stormy Dexter, owner Mr A. Williams, trainer Heather Dimmock. 2 is The Other Star for owner Mr C. Crichton, trainer Jean Lyles. 3 is Clean Miner for owner Mr M. Reynolds, trainer Jim Reynolds. 4 is Lily's Chica for owner Mrs W. Richards, trainer Paul Clark. 5 is Killer High Blue for the Nearly 10 Syndicate, trainer Heather Dimmock. 6 is Bog Cross Esther for Mrs Crichton and Lyles, trainer Jean Lyles. 7, Saffron's Honey for the Mark Wallace Greyhounds Racing Club, trainer Mark Wallace. And 8 is Ribble Ghost for owner Lord Hesketh and trainer Mark Wallace. Greyhounds now approaching the starting traps for race number 2. Just 3.5 minutes to the off, 3.5 minutes only. Full betting show up on screen now. You can see the current favourite is trap 3, Clean Miner at 7-2. It's then 4-1, traps 1 and 7. 5-1, the 4-dog Lily's Chica. And the rest of them all 6-1. So 7-2 favourite in trap 3, Clean Miner for trainer Jim Reynolds. On screen now then is Stormy Dexter, one of the second favourites for this A8 grade contest. Only a youngster, June 15 whelp. This is how Stormy Dexter got on last time out. Needs to brush up on his trapping. You can see with some trap 1 on this occasion. Stone Bonkers last out the boxes. Paced up okay, this Stormy Dexter. Got himself a pitch on the inside into that first corner. And he stayed on pretty nicely last time out to grab third. Only 2 1/4 lengths behind Swift Robin on an occasion, posting a decent 29.36. Got the red jacket again here today. That could well work in Stormy Dexter's favour as he tries to weave a path into contention in this A8 grade contest. We'll see how he goes in a few minutes' time. Greyhounds approaching the starting traps for race number 2. Just 2 and a bit minutes left for betting on the bet with Bet 365 stakes. Favourite still in the white jacket. Clean Miner at 7-2. A runner-up last time out in A8. Hoping to go one better here. Greyhounds now being placed into the starting traps for race number 2. We're going in for the bet with Bet 365 stakes. A8 the grade. Favourite in 3. Clean Miner for Jim Reynolds. Currently a 7-2 chance. Nearly all loaded then for race 2. Gemma's on standby, flag in hand ahead of this A8 grade contest. There she goes. Gives the old flag a wave, so the hare's running bunny on the spin for race number 2. It's the bet with Bet 365 stakes. A8 the grade, favourite in 3, Clean Miner. Bunny approaching the boxes. Gates full open and away we go. One very slow and Distride up front is trap 3, setting the pace. The favourite, Clean Miner for Jim Reynolds, leads round now from 7 and 8. Then comes 5, 4 squeeze for room, then 6, 2 and 1. Off the second bend we go now, though it's still trap 3, Clean Miner that leads by about 2.5 lengths now from 7. In hot pursuit, Saffron's Honey, 8 there or thereabouts. Likewise 6 and 5 approaching the final corner now, though. It's 3, Clean Miner tackled now by 7 on the wide outside. 6 looking for room to challenge up the inner. Bog Cross Esther, 5 there or thereabouts as well, but squeeze for room. So that's 6 from 3, 5, 7 involved and well towards the pace. 6 goes on to win it. 6 beats 5. 7 back in third, 6, 5, 7 in a thriller in the bet with Bet365 Stakes. Confirmation result race 2, first trap 6, Bog Cross Esther for Mrs. Crichton and Lyles, Trainer Jean Lyles. Second trap 5, Killer High Blue. Third trap 7, Saffron's Honey. Result 6, 5 and 7. 6, 5, 7. Win his time 29.28. 29.28. Replay up on screen then of an eventful race number 2. Trap 3 out like a rocket, Clean Miner. The favourite backers may well have thought that was that after a start like that. But several of the wide boys had other ideas. They were queuing up behind around this final corner. 7, 8, 6, 5 were all thereabouts behind the early leader, 3, Clean Miner. 7 on the outside, 8 wider still. 5 and 6 were both looking for room as well. And 6 managed to find the gap and has gone on to score here. 6, Bog Cross Esther lands it. 5 second, Killer High Blue. Then was 7, Saffron's Honey. 6, 5, 7 in race number 2. The full order of finish for race 2 was 657, 83142, 657, 83142. Distance is a neck, 3/4 of a length, half a length, a neck, 3 1/4, a head and 2 3/4. Winner's time 29.28, 29.28. Parade on Parade for the bet with Paddy Power online and in shop stakes. The runners are as follows. Trap 1 is Bodale Risk for Mrs. Cowan and Kemp and trainer Hazel Kemp. 2 is Ballyho Vuga for Mrs. Gregory and Rayner, trainer Steve Rayner. 3 is Penny's Adios, so Mrs. Campbell, Hanger, Roche and Wiley, trainer Matt Dartnell. 4 is Fruitful Summer for owner Mr. Welsh, trainer Kevin Hutton. 5 is Leo's Lion for Mrs. Reynolds and Mr. Shelley, trainer Jim Reynolds. 6 is Toker Creek for Mr. J. Wright and Mr. J. Wright, trainer Mark Wallace. 7 is Wood Chief for owner and trainer Steve Rayner. And 8 is Copeland Rory for owner Mr. S. Thompson and trainer Kevin Hutton. Greyhounds approaching the starting traps of race number 5. We'll now have just 3 minutes to the off, 3 minutes only. Full betting show for race 3 up on screen now. Current favourite, the 6 dog, Toker Creek, a 3-1 chance of trainer Mark Wallace. Had an away day at Romford last time. Prior to that, beaten by the narrowest of margins here in an A5. Looking to go one better here on this occasion then is Toker Creek. Greyhounds approaching the starting traps for race number 3. Three to 1 trap 6 then, 4 to 1 trap 2, and it's 5 to 1 traps 1 and 8, 6 to 1 traps 3, 4, 5 and 7. There's trap 8 up on screen, Copeland Rory. We're going to take a look at Copeland Rory in action last time out from trap 6 in a sprint contest. There he goes, absolutely annihilated a decent class sprint field, did Copeland Rory. In an eye-popping clock of 15:35, was away and gone. Last time out was Copeland Rory. More of the same required this time, and hopefully could build another winning lead for his followers here today. Away and gone last time, and that time of 15:35 is rather tasty. Whether he'll stay on is perhaps another matter. But a break like that here today could certainly give supporters a run for their money. Currently a 6 to 1 chance is the 8 dog, Copeland Rory. Greyhounds now being placed into the starting traps of race number 3. We're loading up for the bet with Paddy Power online and in shop stakes. A5 the grade then. Favourite in 6, Toker Creek. All loaded then for race number 3. Gemma up on screen now. There she goes. Flags waved. Hares running. Bunny on the spin for race number 3. It's the bet with Paddy Power online and in shop stakes. A5 the grade. Bunny approaching the boxes. Favourite in 6, Toker Creek. Off and racing away. Doesn't break away at all. Well, the favourite up front is trap 5 that sets the pace early doors. Got 1 for company on the inside. Then comes 4, 6, 7, 2, 3 and 8 the back marker. The second bend we go now though. It's trap 1, Bodale Risk that takes it up for Hazel Kemp's. Pulled about 3 lengths clear from 2. Ballyho Vuga does stay on in second. Then comes 4, 6 and 3. Approaching the final corner now though. It's 1 from 2. Red then blue. Then comes 6 and 3 off the final corner. 1's gone for home in front. Bodale Risk. 2 edging close though in second. 6 staying on as well. 1 from 2 and 6 towards the jam stick. Stays that way. 1, 2, 6 in race number 3. Confirmation result, race 3, first trap 1, Bodale Risk for Mrs. Cowan and Kemp and Trainer Hazel Kemp. Second trap 2, Ballyhovuga. Third trap 6, Toker Creek. Result 1, 2 and 6. 1, 2, 6. Winner's time 28.83. 28.83. Replay about to be shown then of race number 3. It was the bet with Paddy Power online and in shop stakes. Decent start from traps 1 and 5. One's got the inside track round his first corner. 5 shuffle right to the back of the pack, involved in all sorts of bother as one Bodale Risk kicked on down the far side. Had the stayer in behind, Ballyhovuga, but that ground unable to get back on terms with the one dog Bodale Risk. The early bird had flown and wasn't for catching here at Towcester this morning, despite the best efforts of Ballyhovuga. 6 back in third, pre-race favourite Toker Creek. 1-2-6 it was then. Bodale Risk took it up at that first corner and has gone on to score here in a time of 28.83. Parade on parade for the bet with William Hill online and in shop stakes. A9 the grade then for race number 4 on your card. The runners as follows. Trap 1 is Bond by a Gemma for owner Mr. R. Hill and trainer Richard Yates. 2 is Trakel Star for owner Mrs. W. Richards, trainer Paul Clark. 3 is Millview Caster for owner Mr. Grubb, trainer Jim Reynolds. 4 is Rumble High for owner Mr. R. Baker, trainer Paul Clark. 5 Quick Spin for owner Miss M. Reynolds, trainer Jim Reynolds. 6 Shoemaker's Jack for the George and Coles Go and Get 'em Syndicate, trainer Jean Lyles. 7 is Unlikely Diva, owner Mr. Crichton, trainer Jean Lyles. And 8 is Jodie Lottie for owner Miss R. Yendall, trainer Hazel Kemp. Greyhounds now approaching the starting traps of race 4. Just 3 minutes to the off, 3 minutes only. Full betting show up on screen now. You can see the current favourite is trap 2, a fairly warm one as well. Trakel Star, 2-1. There's a pre-race favourite up on screen now then. Trakel Star, 2-1 in the ring last time we checked. Third last time out was Trakel Star. Was a recent winner in A9 though, back on the 8th of April. Here's Trakel Star up on screen now. Went from trap 1 last time out. Did step a little bit right on the charge that first corner. But got into third place down the far side. In fact, got a nose in front down the back. But couldn't live with a couple of the rivals into that third corner. Stayed on well enough for third place in the end, Trakel Star. But is a proven scorer at this A9 level. A winner, as we said, back on the 8th of April. Usually up with the pace in the early exchanges, Trakel Star. Gets involved in the medal ceremony more often than not. Greyhounds now being placed into the starting traps of race 4. We're loading up for the bet with William Hill online and in shop stakes. All loaded then for race number 4, A9 the grade. Flag's been waved, so the hare's running. Bunny on the spin for the bet with William Hill online and in shop stakes. A9 the grade then for race number 4 on the card this morning. Bunny up behind the boxes. off and racing away. Decent start from the 7. 7 leads from 8 and 2. Then comes 4, 1, 5 and 6. The back marker in the first corner we go. 8 moves off wide. Allows the favourite Trakel Star to lead off this second corner. 2 now from 1. Then comes 8, 3, 6 and 5. Towards the third bend we go now, though it's the favourite Trakel Star that leads by 2 lengths now for trainer Paul Clark. 8 still there, thereabouts in second. Then comes 1, 5 trying to stay on. Quick spin off the final corner though. It's Trakel Star still in the driving seat. 1 edging closer though on the inside. Bond by a Gemma. 2 from 1 and 5 towards the pay stick. 2 goes again and secures it now. Closer place in the end. 5 and 1. First trap 2. Photograph for the minors. Confirmation result race 4, first trap 2, Trakel Star for owner Mrs. W. Richards, trainer Paul Clark. Second trap 5, quick spin. Third trap 1, Bomb by a Gemma. Result 2, 5 and 1, 2, 5, 1. Winner's time 29, 51, 2951. Replay about to be shown then for the bet with William Hill online and in shop stakes. A win for the favourite, trap 2, Trakel Star. Got a nice run round this first corner as 8 spun off wide. The early leader, Jodie Lottie. Took it off that second bend, did Trakel Star, and has gone on to land the spoils here. 5's run on okay for second, quick spin. Trainer Jim Reynolds, the 1 dog Bomb by a Gemma, who challenged on the run for home, back in third. 2-5-1 it was then, this A9 affair. Trakel Star stopping the clock in a time of 29.51. The full order in then for race number 4 was 251, 83674, 251, 83674. Distance is 1 1/4, a neck, 1 1/2 lengths, 2 1/4, 1 1/2, 3/4 of a length, and 5 1/4. The winner's time for trap 2, Trakel Star, was 29.51, 29.51. Grounds on parade then for race number 5. It's the best odds guaranteed on the Ball Sports app stakes. Runners for this S4 as follows. Track 1 is Wow Lane Lock, for owner Mrs. Crichton and Lyles and trainer Jean Lyles. 2 is Dun and Maddie, for owner Mr. Houghton, trainer Jane Houghton. 3 is Tullig Thunder, owned by the Potty Optimist, trainer Paul Philpott. 4 is Ducklington Bell for Mrs. Hazel, Richard, Styles and Weir, trainer Kevin Hutton. 5 is Matt's Limit, for owner Mr. R. Flounders, trainer Jean Lyles. 6 is Bouncing Dan for Mrs. Crichton and Lyles, trainer Jean Lyles. 7, Katunda Daisy, who's owned and trained by Mark Wallace. And trap 8 is Blakefield Becky for the Chinese Dave Syndicate and trainer Kevin Hutton. Greyhounds now approaching the starting traps of race number 5. We now have just 4 minutes to the off. 4 minutes only left for betting on this 6-ben contest. Current favourite is the 4-dog Ducklington Bell, a 3-to-1 chance. It's then 7-to-2 trap 2 Dun and Maddie. 4-to-1 the 6-dog Bouncing Dan and 5-to-1 bar these. Replay up on screen of race number 5 then. Sorry, ahead of race number 5. It shows the 4-dog Ducklington Bell, the current race favourite. Went from trap 2 last time, did Ducklington Bell. Let them all a merry dance to around the 4th corner, but then did just struggle for stamina close home. Can stay on better than that though, but it's got a best recent time of 42.97. Well, only a handful of greyhounds in this contest that can break the 43 second barrel, has done in the past anyway. So Ducklington Bell, firmly expected to be away and gone here today, and who knows, might be able to build a winning lead on this occasion. Just ran a gas last time, ended up finishing 3rd, having led to the 4th corner. Be looking to be away and gone again here today, the favourite Ducklington Bell. There she is up on screen. Greyhounds now being placed into the starting traps of race number 5. Going in for this 6-bend contest. It's the best odds guaranteed on the Ball Sports app stakes. All loaded then for race 5. There's Gemma up on screen once again. Flag in hand, gives a smile, gives a wave. So the hare's running. Bunny on the spin for race number 5. S4 the grade. The best odds guaranteed on the Ball Sports app stakes. Off and racing away. 7 and 8 both a little slow and to stride. The early leader is the 4-dog Ducklington Bow. The pre-race favourite leads round for Kevin Hutton by 2 lengths from 2. Dunn and Maddie back in second. Then comes 5, 3, 6, 8, 1 and 7 the back marker. Heading towards bend number 3 we go now though. It's trap 4 pressed by the 2. Dunn and Maddie. 4 just about still holding sway into that third bend though. Ducklington Bell. 2 looking to challenge on the wide outside and is going to lead them down the far side now. Dunn and Maddie has pulled 2 lengths clear from 4 now back in second. Then comes 5 trying to stay on Matt's limit. Then 6 and 7 approaching the final corner now though. It's the blue jacket of Dunn and Maddie that leads by about 3 to 4 lengths from 4 a long way back in second. Then comes 5 and 7. Surely trap 2 is not for catching here now. Dunn and Maddie is going further and further clear. Got this in the bag nicely. 2 lands it. Closer places 4 and 7. Looks like 2, 4, 7 in race number 5. Confirmation result race 5. First trap 2 Dunn and Maddie. Mr. D. Houghton, trainer Jane Houghton. Second trap 4 Ducklington Bow. Third trap 7 Katunda Daisy. Result 2, 4 and 7. 2, 4, 7. Winner's time 42.69. 42.69. Replay up on screen now then of race number 5. And it was trap 4 Ducklington Bow that led them all towards that third and fourth corner, but 2 was soon looming large on her outside. Took it up down the far side, did Dunn and Maddie, and stretched clear down that back stretch and has gone on to score going away in the end from 4 who held on for second place. 7 back in third Katunda Daisy. 2, 4, 7 it was then. Dunn and Maddie stopping the clock in a time of 42.69. Decent performance. Look at that fourth corner, and has gone on to score by about 5 lengths in the end. 2 beats 4 and 7. The full order of finish for race 5 was 247, 15638, 247, 15638. Distance is 6 lengths, half a length, 2 1/4, 3/4 of a length, 1 length ahead and 2 3/4. The winning time 42.69, 42.69. And just a reminder, our next race, race number 6, trap 4, header on Stubby, has been withdrawn. Reserve Greyhound Sports Pundit runs. That's our next race, trap 6, trap 4 runs the Reserve Greyhound Sports Pundit. Full form for Sports Pundit can be found at the rear of your race card. race 6 now on parade for the bet with your local independent bookmakers stakes. A6 the grade then. Full race number 6 on your card. Runners as follows. Trap 1 is Afane Salmon for owner Mr. Pocknell. Trainer Jean Lyles. 2 is Money Point Brave, Mrs. Eason and Stanton. Trainer Paul Philpott. In 3 is Burma Millie for owner Mr. Herbert and trainer Mark Wallace. 4 is the reserve Greyhound Sports Pundit, owned and trained Paul Philpott. 5 is Ratula Staff, Mrs. Crichton and Kuhn, trainer Jean Lyles. 6 Express Tatler, owned and trained Richard Yates. 7 is Rory Breaker for Mr. P. Martin Jr., trainer Steve Rayner. And 8 is Broxbourne Spark for the Rip Jim Syndicate and trainer Mark Wallace. Greyhounds approaching the starting traps then for race number 6. Just over 1 minute to the off. You can see the current favourite is the 7 dog Rory Breaker at 3-1. Then 7-2, trap 5, Ratula Start. And 5-1 bar this pair. Greyhounds approaching the starting traps then for race 6. Just over 1 minute to the off. Trap 8 up on screen now. Broxbourne Spark. Broxbourne Spark was in action last time out from trap 6. Here he's up on screen. Paced up really nicely, but couldn't get a run into that first corner. Couldn't clear his lines and got shuffled back to 4th in the end. Not a bad time of 28.88 posted though by Broxbourne Spark. It's been a rapid decline really from this Greyhound. Started 4 bend life in A3, soon dropped to A4, then A5. Now plying his trade, or her trade I should say, in A6. But certainly a capable sort if able to clear her lines. And you never know, Ping Break, drawn widest of all here, might well be away and gone. 8-1 chance of perhaps a bit of value if Broxbourne Spark does have a trap in boots here today. She is up on screen. Favourite still in 7, Rory Breaker. Another one with some useful early gears is Rory Breaker. Got a 4.16 split best on the 25th of April. Can certainly pace up the favourite. 3-1 trap 7 then, 7-2 trap 5 and 5-1 bar these. And the Greyhounds are now being placed into the starting traps of race number 6. We are loading those boxes. All loaded then for race number 6. Gems wave the flag, so the hare's running. Buddy on the spin for race number 6. A6 the grade. It's the bet with your local independent bookmakers stakes. Stand by then for A6 action. Off and a racing away. 7 off to an absolute ping break. Rory Breaker leads for Steve Rayner. 7 from 5 and 3. Then comes 2, 6, 5, 8, 4 and 1. Off the second bend we go now though. It's trap 7. Rory Breaker that leads the way by about a length and a half from 3. In hot pursuit, Burma Millie for Mark Wallace up the inside. 2-handy as well. Money Point Brave for the Philpotts. Then comes 6. Approaching the final bend though. Here's trap 7. Rory Breaker's made all to this point, but 2 is flying on the outside. Money Point Bray is surely home for all money from here. 2 is going to beat 7. 3 back in third. 2, 7 and 3. Confirmation result race 6. First trap 2, Money Point Bray for owners Mrs. Eason and Stanton. Trainer Paul Philpott. Second trap 7, Rory Breaker. Third trap 3, Burma Millie. Result 2, 7 and 3. 2, 7, 3. Winner's time 28.42. 28.42. Replay up on screen then of race number 6. Some run from the 2-dog Money Point Bray. Just bided her time in mid-division for most of the contest. Unleashed a fine late rattle to come round them and land the spoils in this A6 grade contest. 4th place down the back was the 2-dog, moving to 3rd towards the 3rd bend. And the writing was on the wall really off this final corner. 7 have made all to this point. Rory Breaker, but 2 switched to the outside and just brushed that rival aside. And there's 1 going away here. 2 beat 7. 3 back in 3rd, Burma Millie. 2-7-3 then in race number 6. Winner's time a handy 28.42. The full order of finish of race 6 was 273, 64581, 273, 64581. Distances 2 3/4, 2.5 lengths, 1 length, 2 1/4, 3/4 of a length, 1 1/4, and 2 3/4. Winning time 28.42 to 8.42. Grounds on parade now then for lucky race 7. It's the starsportsbet.co.uk stakes. Runners as follows then for race number 7. Trap 1 is Drew Bizarre Carver. For owner Mr. Childs and trainer Paul Philpott. 2 is Jacob's Nev for the Jacobs Syndicate and trainer Matt Dartnell. In 3 is Flying Discovery for owner Mr. Richardson and trainer Steve Rayner. 4 is Jazz Jade for Mrs. Bozza, Bridges, Watson, trainer Mark Wallace. 5 is Working Annie for owner Miss J. Kelly and trainer Hazel Kemp. 6 Storm Call for Mrs. Lyles and Pocknell, trainer Jean Lyles. 7 is Energized Honey for Mr. Kazimir Mralczynski, trainer Mark Wallace. And 8 is Grafton Oak for Mr. Dimmock and trainer Heather Dimmock. Greyhounds approaching the starting traps then for lucky race 7. Full betting show up on screen now. You can see the favourite is currently the 2-dog Jacob's Nev at 3-1. Ground's about to head down towards those starting traps then for this A8 grade contest. There's the favourite up on screen now. Jacob's Nev, 3-1 for trainer Matt Dartnell. Jacob's Nev, second last time out in a similar A8 grade contest. Here's that run up on screen now. Had the red jacket last time to Jacob's Nev. Broke okay, but just lost his way a little bit into this first corner. Squeezed for room was Jacob's Nev on that occasion. But regained momentum down the far side and has gone on to finish second in the end. A game run, 1.5 lengths behind Clean Start. And looking to go one better on this occasion as a 3-1 favourite for this A8 grade contest. All loaded then for lucky race 7. It's the bet with starsportsbet.co.uk stakes. Gemma checks them over then. There she goes. Waves the flag. So the hare's running. Bun in the spin for lucky race 7. A8 the grade. It's a www.starsportsbet.co.uk stakes. Bunny approaching those boxes. Off and racing away. 8 off to a flyer on the outside. Grafton Oak. 2 likewise up the inner. Jacob's Nev. And Jacob's Nev's going to lead them round now. 2 from 6 and 8. There comes 4, 5, 7, 1 and 3 detached at this point. Off the second bend we go now though. It's the blue jacket of Jacob's Nev. Leads by 2 lengths from 6 in Hot Pursuit in second place. Storm Call. Then 5 with a run. Then 4, 8 and 7. Approaching the final corner now though. Bit of bother. 6 shuffle to mid-division. So 2 from 4 off this final corner. 2 from 4. Jacob's Nev from Jazz J towards the line. 2's gone again. And it's got its in the bag now. 2 lands of spoils. Closer place in the end. 8 and 4. No down on the winner though. Trap 2. Jacob's Nev for the Jacobs Syndicate and trainer Matty Dartnell. Confirmation result race 7. First was trap 2 Jacob's Nev for the Jacobs Syndicate and trainer Matt Dartnell. Second trap 8 Grafton Oak. Third trap 4 Jazz Jade. Result 2, 8 and 4. 2, 8, 4. Winners time 28.99. Replay up on screen now then of race number 7. Trap 2 it was in the driving seat. Ran out first corner. 6 went off a little bit wide. 2 paced up nicely down the far side. Did Jacobs Nevin. Did enough in that early portion of the race to hang on from 8, who was finishing nice on the outside. Grafton Oak for trainer Heather Dimmock. 4 back in third. Jazz Jade, the youngster, for trainer Mark Wallace. 2.84 then in race number 7. Winner's time was 28.99. The full order of finish for race 7 was 2.84, 6.73.15. Distances 2 3/4, half a length, 1 1/4, 3 lengths, a neck, 1 1/4, and a head. Winner's time 28.99, 28.99. number 8 then for the lucky last this morning. It's race number 8. The Book Your Derby tickets at Towcester-racecourse.co.uk stakes. Runners as follows. Trap 1 is Leyland Ted for owner Mr. Barney and trainer Hazel Kemp. 2 is Buddy Brown for Mr. D. Houghton and trainer Jane Houghton. 3 is Zero Forks, owned and trained by Kevin Hutton. 4 is Chantilly Lass for owner and trainer Richard Yates. 5 Dunbar Linda for the George and Coles Go and Get 'em Syndicate, trainer Jean Lyles. 6 is Jazz Jake for Mrs. Bozza, Bridges and Watson, trainer Mark Wallace. 7 Dunham Owen for the Dunham Racing Club, trainer Jane Houghton. And 8 is Sweetheart Abbey for owner Miss M. Reynolds and trainer Jim Reynolds. Greyhound's now approaching the starting traps for race number 8. Just over 2 minutes left for betting here at Towcester this morning. Full betting show up on screen now. You can see the current favourite is the 6 dog Jazz Jake at 7-2. It's then 4-1 traps 4 and 5. 6-1 traps 1, 2, 3 and 8. And 8-1 trap 7 Dunham Owen. Now joint favourites traps 4 and 6, each trading at 7-2. Little bit of money for the 4 dog Chantilly Lass. On screen now, then we're going to take a look how one of these joint favourites got on last time out. Jazz Jake was back on the 29th of April. Jazz Jake was going from trap 5 on this occasion. Got no sort of run into that first bend. Badly bumped one was the comment for Jazz Jake. Ran on thereafter though to gamely get up for third place. It was some run really from this youngster, Jazz Jake. Still very much learning his trade. Recent wins in P8 and A7. And does well to remain at this A7 level. Certainly a proven score in the past here in A7 is Jazz Jake. 4 runs, 2 wins. Certainly a youngster that's going places, Jazz Jake. No sort of run last time though. Confidence booster in a trial at Romford last time where he did get a clear run. And could well return to winning form here. 7-2 joint favourite alongside the 4 dog Chantilly Lass. Beating just a short head last time out at this A7 level. Greyhound's going to find a rub down then ahead of race number 8. Greyhound's now being placed into the starting traps for the lucky last here this morning. We're going in for the Book Your Derby tickets at Towcester-racecourse.co.uk stakes. Loading. All loaded then for race number 8, A7 the grade. Gemma's checking them over then. There she is up on screen once again. Smiles and waves. Hair on the move for race number 8. Hair running for the Book Your Derby tickets at Towcester-racecourse.co.uk stakes. Hair on the move. A7 the grade then for race number 8. Off and racing away. 3-6, both a little slow into stride, but the 4 dog wasn't leads early doors. Chantilly Lass got 2 for company into this first bend. Sneaks her up the inside. Buddy Brown 4 from 2 off this second corner. 2 just about shading it on the inside from the 4 dog. A 3-8 gap, then back to 7. Then comes 5 and 6 approaching the third bend now though. It's trap 2 gone 3 parts of a length clear now from 4. 6 staying on nicely into third place though. The youngster Jazz Jake. Then comes 5 about to straighten for the judge. It's 2 taken on now by 6 up towards the jolly old judge. 2 from 6 and 2's going to stand firm here. Closer place in the end. 4 and 6. First trap 2, photograph for the minors. Confirmation result, race 8. First was trap 2, Buddy Brown for owner Miss D. Houghton and trainer Jane Houghton. Second trap 4, Chantilly Lass. And third trap 6, Jazz Jake. Result 2, 4 and 6. 2, 4, 6. Result of race number 8. Winner's time for Buddy Brown, 29.05, 29.05. Stand by for the replay of the Book Your Derby tickets at Towcester-racecourse.co.uk stakes then. Here we go up on screen now. We'll see exactly how Buddy Brown has landed the loot in this A7 grade contest. Broke okay on the inside, did Buddy Brown. Just managed to get inside Trap 4 into that first bend. Took it up off the second corner, Buddy Brown. And we know he stays. And he stayed on very nicely here today. 4 second in the end, Chantilly Lass, beating a short head last time out into second. Silver medalist once again here today. The 6 dog back in third, Jazz Jake. 2.46 then in race number 8, 29.05 the winning time. The full order in then for race number 8 was 2.46, 5.37.18, 2.46, 5.37.18. Distances 3/4 of a length, short head, half a length, 2.5, 3/4, half a length and 2.5. Winner's time 29.05, 29.05. That, as they say, is that then for this afternoon. Don't forget we're racing again here at Towcester tonight. First race 7:30. Some interesting trials taking place after racing now. In around 10 minutes time, some Derby trials to boot. A few Irish Raiders going for their paces in particular here this morning. Likewise, load of Derby trials before racing tonight as well, kicking off around 5:30, those trials before racing this evening. So if you are coming to watch the trials tonight, be sure to set your alarm clocks. The first set of trials tonight will be starting at 5:30. But for this morning, as far as the racing is concerned, that is that. See you all again tonight.